Okay, I think maybe someone might have a solution for some of the issues on Litecoin Cash. You either had some, but it looked like some were removed or something like that. And maybe you want to try this. Now, this guy says each time you make a Litecoin transaction, and this is with the Litecoin core wallet, I guess, another address gets created along with another private key. You need to check all your addresses that were generated under your Litecoin core wallet. So if you had numerous addresses created in the Litecoin core wallet for whatever reason, he says copy and paste all of those addresses one at a time. Copy and paste all of the addresses one at a time in the balance checker window on the Litecoin Cash website. There's a balance checker window. Go there. Hang on. All right. So on the Litecoin Cash website, scroll down just a little bit. Right here. LTC to LCC balance checker. Enter a Litecoin public address, not the private key, just the public address. So figure out your public addresses, because I think this might be what's happening. Some of y'all that shows, oh, my stuff was moved out on this day or that day, but I didn't do it. I'm thinking you were looking at a previous address in which you had Litecoin on the wall, then it got moved off maybe. I'm not really sure. But he says, do your checker, Litecoin checker on all of the things, addresses. He says right here, each time you make a Litecoin transaction, another address gets created along with another private key. You need to check all addresses that were generated under your Litecoin core wallet. Copy and paste all of the addresses one at a time in that balance checker window, which I just showed you. You will notice multiple addresses will have Litecoin Cash. So you will need to use the private key for each of those addresses that has a balance to actually recover all of your Litecoin Cash. The way multiple addresses are generated seems to be a SegWit thing. So if you have more than one address on your Litecoin core wallet, you're going to have to do that dump private key thing. I'm not talking Litecoin Cash, the Litecoin core wallet. Do the dump private key command for each and every address you had on that wallet, and then get that private key for each and every address. But before you do anything with the private key, which I guess it doesn't really matter, you could theoretically take the private key and then import it into your Litecoin Cash wallet to see if there's any coins that show up all of a sudden in your wallet. Now see this guy says right here, it took me ages to each address, private key. Took me ages, but that's how we did it. Here he goes, this guy. I eventually put all the keys in, but it first key shows all my owed Litecoin Cash, and then it showed most getting removed in transactions, so the first private key would be the one. So find out, which again, if you go to before you even import all the private keys, go back here, because you're going to get the address and the private key. Put the address in here. If that address comes up and you click this button, check the balance, and it has an actual balance, jot that one down. Hey, yeah, this private key has some crypto. Next one, put the private key in, or not the private key, sorry, the address in. This one doesn't have any, according to this checker. Scrap that one. Next one, this one doesn't have any. Scrap that one. Next one, that one does have some. Write it down. Okay, that private key had that private key. Now you have two private keys to import that have crypto or whatever. So I think that's what it's saying here, from what I can read. Now that's the Litecoin core. Not necessarily Exodus. I know with Exodus, when you do the export private key thing, usually it's the very topmost Litecoin address and the private key next to it. Because even in Exodus, there's a whole bunch of Litecoin addresses and their corresponding private keys. But every time I've tested this, it was the very top address in private key for as far as Exodus wallet is concerned. Because remember, you could do this with either the Exodus wallet or the Litecoin core wallet. But again, this comment, he's saying Litecoin core under your Litecoin wallet. Trying to see if anyone else says, "Oh, this is what it was." Let me scroll way down some of the comments. Put all the keys in. Mine that were taken out were 20 Litecoin Cash from the 2 Litecoin from Coinbase. They were deposited into Litecoin Core Wallet and then taken out on the 16th before the fork. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, and this guy says the issue I'm having is I only received a third of my Litecoin Cash. I found out it was split up into into different keys. After entering a few different keys, I got a hit and received 25 more Litecoin Core in my wallet. 1 minute later, my balance went back to 100. So I'm confused and frustrated. Hold on, this guy says, it isn't a case of needing different private keys, as I had gone through the process of using private keys for each Litecoin deposit that I made. They all worked except the three on the 15th and 16th. So I'm not sure. I guess mine, I didn't have any issue. It just worked. One time, done. Maybe that'll help some of you. Let's see what happens.